This conference will now be recorded.
All right, so it's 7:31. I will call the Wednesday, December 15th Town Board meeting to order.
Councilwoman Selby,
Present.
Councilman Cardicchini,
President.
Supervisor Keating,
Present.
Councilwoman Lukacic,
Present.
Councilwoman Martin.
Present.
Councilwoman Selby, will you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the
and to
republic
the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Okay, so we do not have any preliminary matters this evening to discuss under item number 1, so we'll move on to our item number 2 under the agenda, which is our regular business. Item number 1 is the correction and adoption of the minutes from September 1st, 2021 Town Board meeting. And Councilman Cardicchini, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I've had an opportunity to review the minutes from our meeting on December 1st, 2021. I find no errors or omissions, and I make a motion that we adopt them as written.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacic,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 2 under regular business tonight is the consideration of all fund bills. And Councilwoman Lukacic, would you like to take that item tonight?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor. After reviewing a few of the fund bills, doing my quick audit, again, nice job from the bookkeeper's office. I like how it's organized. I make a motion to approve total payables for $446,121.18. Make a motion, we approve.
That's not.
Hey, Jen,
Did I-
yeah,
do I
I
have
think yeah, I think you're looking at the wrong page. There's the cover sheet that has a total, $186,423.70.
Okay. I make a motion, we approve. Thank you for that change.
I'll second.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry about that.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
I will say yes, and again, just for the record, I that clearly, my apologies, but the total amount of the bills is in an amount of $186,423.70. And again, yes.
okay. And Councilwoman Lukacic,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, moving along. For correspondence tonight, which is item number 3 under our agenda, we have 9 items of correspondence, all received and filed with our town clerk. Item number 1 is from the Erie County Water Authority, extract from their meeting minutes. Item number 2 is from the Erie County Water Authority for the 2022 and 2023 capital improvement recommendations. Just for the record and for our guests from the community that are listening in on this call, those letters will be put out on the Town of Boston website page that is dedicated to the water projects in the community. Item number 3 is the Erie County Water Authority secondary supply to the Town of Boston, also will be out on the website. Item number 4 is the assessor's office, which is an exemption of code update, and that was pertaining to agricultural use. Item number 5 is an adoption of the agricultural district's parcels resolution, which was submitted by Erie County. Item number 6 is the 2022 congregate dining contract for Erie County Senior Services that supports us here in the Town of Boston. Item number 7 is the NYSERDA Clean Energy Community Award notification. This is just a summary of additional benchmarking opportunities that we have achieved as a town for our clean energy community designation that we received. Item number 8 is a letter from Boston resident Jay Jackson, a letter requesting appointment to our town planning board. And item number 9 is the November income statement from the bookkeeper's office. Again, all those have been received and filed with the town clerk's office. Moving on to item number 4, new business, requests from the floor. Just a kind of a housekeeping measure. Like I said, I do see a few residents dialed in here. If you'd like to speak at the open floor, if you're calling in from a landline phone or your cell phone, it is *6 to unmute your phone. And then kindly, I ask that you use *6 afterwards, just so there's no echo and everyone can hear the conversation. When you do speak, please state your name, your address, and you have 3 minutes. And I will pause to open the floor.
Hello, my name is Dennis Jarris. I'm at 7615 Boston State Road. I'm calling about a request to have some tree pickup from the damage from the storm. I contacted the highway superintendent, and he told me that the budget is lacking for the funds to have any items picked up. And he said that I should talk to the town supervisor, which we did, and also make a request that maybe a line item budget from the general funds could be moved to help additional funds be used to pick up the debris that's been scattered from trees, especially at my residence. So I'm requesting that to the town and talking to the board to see if we can get anything done.
Okay, yep. Now, this is Supervisor Jason Keating. So yes, the town board, we did discuss, the recent wind event that we had in our community. And we have worked with the town highway superintendent. The town board will be moving, additional funds from the general into that line item for brush and leaf collection. And more information will be posted out to, I'm pretty sure my assistant did take your contact information, Mr. Jarris, but we will be posting that information now both to the town website and also to the social media page for those that use social media in today's world with that information. But the list of people that we do have here will be contacted tomorrow. So we will let you know when those dates of collection are from the highway superintendent.
Well, we appreciate all your help in helping us out. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Okay, I'll pause another moment or so here in case anyone else would like to speak. Again, just a friendly reminder, if you'd like to speak and you're calling in from a non-technology device, just a landline phone or a cell phone, it's *6 to unmute your phone. All right, with no further comment, I will close the floor. All right, item number 2 under new business is resolution 2021-73, authorizing a purchase of a John Deere 544P wheel loader for highway department use. And Councilwoman Martin, would you like to take that item tonight?
Sure, Supervisor Keating, thank you. I make a motion to approve resolution 2021-73, which includes the purchase of a 2022 John Deere 544P wheel loader. We are going to be using a piggybacking use of the Sourcewell contract to get the wheel loader for 40% off its list price. And that monies of $179,816.82 will come off the 2022 budget line of DB 5130-0200 for machinery and equipment. I make a motion to approve this purchase.
I'll second. Sorry, Jennifer.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Karadikini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 3 tonight under our new business is 1-74. It is amending the 2021 budget to properly account for NYSERDA Clean Energy Communities grant received. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number 2021-74, amending the 2021 budget, increasing appropriations in account A 8410-200, electric and power equipment of $5,000, and also increasing the revenue source of A 3089, the state aid line, for $3,000. I'd like to make a motion to approve this resolution.
I'll second.
Say it again, Mike.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cartagena,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 4 tonight under our new business is resolution 2021-75, which is amending the budget to properly account for insurance recovery. And Councilman Cartagena, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I'd like to make a motion that we approve resolution number 2021-75, which amends our budget to properly account for the insurance recovery that was realized from State Farm in the amount of $6,320.42 following property damage to a town fire hydrant located very close to Mr. Giroux's house at 7083 Boston State Road. The funds were deposited in revenue account HA 0-2680-0000. The town paid Erie County Water Authority for the repair related to the damage using HA 0-8340-0400, Water District 1 contractual. So I make a motion that we adopt resolution 2021-75.
A second?
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cartagena,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, moving right along. Item number 5 tonight under new business is resolution 2021-76 for the 2021 budget transfers. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item? And just so you know, Councilwoman Lukacek, unless you choose to, you do not necessarily have to read all of those.
Yes, so thank you, Mr. Supervisor. The resolution 2021-76 has a number of budget transfers, which was the budget was reviewed recently for account balances, and they want to make certain appropriation from accounts that need adjustments and to others that were exceeding expectations. They include accounting fees, the adult rec, contractual buildings, hospital and medical insurance, traffic control, and state retirement and program. So I make a motion that we approve 2021-76, the appropriations transferred from and to are $41,305.
I'll
A
second.
second? Sorry.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cartagena,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 6 tonight under new business is resolution 2021-77, which is allocating 2021 funds to the ambulance capital reserve. And Councilwoman Martin, would you like to take that item tonight?
Yes, thank you, Supervisor. I'd be pleased to. I make a motion to approve this resolution 2021-77 for contributing to the ambulance fund for $20,000 for the 2021 contract year. It would be adding equipment funds to the ambulance capital reserve fund in the amount of $20,000 from the ambulance capital equipment account number SMO 454000200. I make a motion to approve this, these monies to be moved.
I second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Karakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 7 tonight under new business is Resolution 2021-78, allocating unspent funds to the Drainage Reserve Fund. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I would like to make a motion approving resolution number 2021-78, whereas in the 2021 budget, we have appropriated funds of $15,000 from drainage contractual, in addition to $20,000 from flood and erosion contractual, which is a total of $35,000 between the two accounts, and investing these under the Drainage Reserve Fund in addition to what's already in that fund. I'd like to make a motion to approve this resolution.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Karakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, moving along. Item number 5, we have one item for old business tonight, and that is to appoint regular planning board member Jay Jackson, and that term would be through February 1st, 2022. Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item tonight?
Absolutely. Received a letter from the planning board that the appointment was left vacant by one of our departing members. And they want to appoint Mr. Jay Jackson as a voting member, as a full-time member. I believe it would start 2/1/2022. Is that correct, Sandy? Am I reading that?
No, actually, that term that appointment was left vacant, like you had stated. So
Right.
that appointment only goes until 2/1/2022.
Oh, so they would have
And
to request.
Yep, then the board would request reappointment.
Okay, so I make a motion that we accept their request to have Mr. Jay Jackson as a voting member on the town planning board until 2/1/2022.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Karakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, that is all of our business for this evening, so we'll move on to reports and presentations. And Highway Superintendent, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Supervisor. First, I'd like to thank the board for approving the purchase of the new John Deere high lift. That purchase was supposed to be next year in 2023, but this year, since there are no trucks available, because time you do the budgets and then you go to purchase the truck, it's too late and the orders are taken and you can't get trucks for 2022. So we're going to put the trucks for next year and we're getting the high lift this year. As we all know, Saturday night, there was a pretty nasty windstorm for sure. There was several trees on the right of way up on Eddy Road. There was a couple big pine trees that came down that ripped down the electric line to a new house and snapped the pole to the new house. And pretty much the reason the trees came down is because when they put in the gas line and the water line and the utilities, they cut all the tree roots on the trees. So the wind came along and the trees came over, ripped down the new line, snapped the new pole, and we cleaned it up Sunday night. We got done around 10:30 at night, and that was cleaned up after the power company removed all the wires from the tangled up trees. And other than that, the only other trees we really had were a lot of dead ash trees on certain roads that are pretty much just off the town right away. So they're really not trees that are ours to cut up at this time, but when they fall in the middle of the street in a windstorm, we go out and clean them up. So Monday we were out cleaning up on Eddy Road and cleaning up on Wrights Road and Rockwood Road, Sherrill Road, several roads where there were the dead tree branches in the street. And other than that, I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. And other than that, one other thing, we got our salt barn filled up with salt once again. It took 190 ton of salt to refill it. And pretty much that's all I have tonight. Have a Merry Christmas.
Thanks very much, Bob. And Councilwoman Selby, you have the floor.
Thank you. I want to commend and thank the Highway Department and Bob's crew for their work on the storm. It was really unbelievable what we saw up on the hill. And thanks for your work. And it seemed like you guys really were very quickly getting the necessary emergency things done so we can clear the roads. I can't believe it's 2 years I've been in office now. This is the last year, the last month of the year for our meeting. 2 years done, and started out with COVID for me, and here we are. We're still in it 2 years later. I can't believe it. On a better note, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and I feel very appreciative to be in this position. Reflecting upon the last 2 years here, it's so rewarding and challenging at the same time. And I hope everybody has a healthy, happy holiday. Thank you.
All right. And Councilman Cardicchini, you have the floor.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I decided to join Town Clerk Quinlan tonight in the courtroom just because it's a more natural place for me to be at these meetings, and I didn't want her to sit by herself. I'd also like to thank all the emergency crews that were out there, our highway department, the NYSED workers, the contractors that they use. I know that we experienced, pretty widespread power outages, and it was great that they were able to restore it relatively quickly. I'm pleased also with the board recognizing the need to get out and do another pickup for brush and things that came down. I mean, it's weather related. You got to take care of it. And I was glad that everybody was in support of that, and certainly in support of the highway department. I received information today related to the fire companies and the Santa route. I know that Boston Fire Company and Patchen Fire Company are each planning a route. If people are interested in the route, I believe Patchen is going to do it on Saturday and Boston is going to do it on Sunday. You can find a map and information at boston-ny.com/calendar. And currently there's a map up for the Patchen route, and we should have Jay Jackson should have the Boston route up within the next 24 hours. I'd like to take a moment to thank Jay Jackson for who's recently retired to take a role with the planning board in a full-time capacity. It's great to see people, step forward and want to serve the town. Finally, I'd like to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Festivus, and any other secular or non-secular celebration that you partake in with family and friends, and wish everybody a Happy New Year. I know it certainly has been a long period of time with the pandemic. I'd like to also thank the residents for their patience, and some of these meetings can be challenging. It's certainly, my preference is to be in person. I know that my fellow board members share the same position. We've got a very exciting year. A lot of projects happening, a lot of things that are going to be done that have needed to be addressed for some time. And I'm very proud to serve on this town board, and I do thank the town for the opportunity for another term. And I guess I'd like to just remind everybody that whether you cast a ballot or not for me, I'm here equally without bias, and I'm here to do the town's work. So with that, I will close my report for the year. Have a great one, everybody. Be safe out there.
And Councilwoman Lukacek, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Unfortunately, we're going back, the planning board is going back to virtual meetings as of next month. And welcome Jay Jackson to the planning board as a regular member. I just informed the board clerk and chairman that the appointment, though, is going to be up in a month. So we look forward to seeing the reappointment request. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everyone. Hopefully we can all celebrate face-to-face again sooner rather than later. With or without masks, I don't care anymore. I just like seeing faces. So thank you for your patience with me as we're all learning and hoping to progress this town in the right direction. So thank you to those who have joined virtually and your patience as we go through the camera system. That's all I have.
All right, thank you. And Councilwoman Martin, you have the floor.
Thank you, Supervisor. I don't have really a whole lot to say other than if you haven't gotten vaccinated, please do. Everybody stay safe. Merry Christmas.
All right, thank you very much. And Madam Clerk, you have the floor.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. Connect Life Blood Drive will be in the community room tomorrow from 2 to 7. We have had another successful year for our sharing tree. There were tags for 30 children this year. If a resident has a tag, please return your wrapped gift by Friday, or please call my office if you need to let me know if you need to make a special arrangement for a drop-off time. And I just want to wish all of our residents a very Merry Christmas, and I pray that all of us have a healthy, happy New Year. That's all I have. Thank you.
And thank you, thank you. I just have a couple items tonight. Actually, really good news for the town of Boston. My fellow board members here, they alluded to the fact that a lot of good things are coming next year. And just last night, I guess I'll say we have some more progress in our community. The town of Boston, I'm happy to report, has been awarded additional community development block grant, which is CDBG for the short acronym. But the community development block grant funds in the amount of $100,000. And if for those that follow our routine board meetings, the town board put out the shelter area, or the old snack shack at the playground on Meadow Drive. And that's something that's been I guess I'll say we've kind of talked about this for a long time. It's an opportunity there, and very happy to say that we've been awarded the fund, that grant funding, and the town is going to come to the table with a match with the American Rescue Plan, also known as the ARPA funding. So that project will be underway next year. I know myself and a couple of the people I've shared this with, and of course all of us as a town board, we're excited. It'll be an open air pavilion. It'll have fully ADA accessible unisex bathrooms with changing stations in there. And then again, it'll be open air with picnic tables underneath. So that's some really great news for our community, and help out our sport teams here in our community as well, so they have a place to have their snacks and things like that. Another piece of good news we received again just late, actually yesterday or early yesterday evening, the town was awarded by New York State $65,000 through a New York State grant that we had applied for. And that money is going to be used towards the municipal's comprehensive plan update. It's a fantastic opportunity for our community. I'm actually meeting with our grant writer tomorrow. But again, we're going to create our strategy tomorrow. There was another grant that was provided by Erie County. We're looking to, again, kind of strategize and identify how we can utilize potentially both of these funds, or if how that's all going to play out. So I'll have some more information crazy to say next year, but next year on this when I report back. But again, for the town board side of things, it's exciting for us because this is something that we don't necessarily need to look for budgetary purposes. We're able to secure that grant funding. So great news for the town. Just a friendly reminder, the At Your Door service, that begins January 1st of next year, which is only a few weeks away. There will be additional information very soon out on the town website, town social media. Actually, my office will be working with the town clerk's office to try to include some kind of notification, maybe in tax bills. Haven't really figured that out yet, but we want to make sure that the community is well aware of this service. And again, as a friendly reminder, the At Your Door service is essentially local household hazardous waste and e-waste or electronics waste collection at your property. So this will get all the details. The 1-800 number that people need to call will all be available. And please, if there's any questions, my office is always open to answer those questions. A friendly reminder, our Boston Historical Society is looking for volunteers. I know they've done some outreach through the world of social media and some other channels. I said that I would bring it up in my report, but they are looking for some help down there. If you're not aware, we really do have a wonderful historical society with many years of history that's there. And as the saying goes, many hands make light work. So if anyone has even a few hours of time and they're interested in history or even the history of the town, or looking to kind of get involved in our community, please reach out to the Boston Historical Society. Messages will be returned, and if there's any questions, feel free to contact my office, and I can put you in contact with the town historian who's also helping out with some of that effort. The other board members stated this. I won't take too long on this, but I agree with my fellow board members. The highway department did a great job with the wind event. I was on multiple calls with NYSEG trying to figure out the estimated total restoration time, which pretty much lasted all weekend long. And for all intents and purposes, I think we were very fortunate compared to some of the other communities in the area that suffered some pretty extensive damage. So I'm very thankful for that, but I certainly appreciate the highway department and the team down there, as well as our partners with NYSEG for restoring the power as quickly as they could. So that is always appreciated. That is all I have. As everyone else had stated as well, I'm always the last person, but Merry Christmas to all, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. As a friendly reminder, the next town board meeting, which is our reorganizational meeting, is on January 5th. That will start at 7:30. That is one of our longer meetings of the year because that's where all the appointments, et cetera, are made. But obviously everyone is welcome, and the information for that meeting will as well be posted out on social media, the town website, and also at the town clerk's office. Stay safe out there. I agree with Councilman Martin. I always try to stay off this topic, but it's our world right now. Stay safe out there. If you have any questions, concerns, or considering getting vaccinated, please talk to your healthcare provider and to make that determination if that is the right choice for you. And again, please stay safe out there. So without further ado, I will close the meeting at 8:04 p.m. Or make the motion, I'm sorry, to close the meeting at 8:04.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried, meeting adjourned.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you again.
All right.
Good night,
Good night.
everyone.
Night.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everyone. Merry Christmas.